Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
When a legend like Shannon Sharpe is accused of such allegations that he's been accused of, it makes everyone in the community just stop. We gotta address it. Her name is Gabriella Zuniga, or Zuniga. She's in her early 20s. They met at a gym. Shannon Sharpe in his mid-50s. I don't know how old was at the time. She says that Shannon Sharpe was inappropriate. Shannon Sharpe assaulted her. Shannon Sharpe intimidated her. So, to the allegations, Shannon Sharpe has put out a statement.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Now look, Shannon Sharpe, he's an icon, man. You know, say what you want to say about Shannon Sharpe. The man went from playing football. A lot of people play football. Very few go on to do what Shannon Sharpe has done. The brother's put in his work. He's built a platform. Last time I checked, I think he was up for renewal with his contract, looking at a $100 million deal. And then this. And I don't think it's a coincidence that he's looking at that $100 million deal and then this. Okay? So he's an icon, black cultural figure that's respected by many and very popular, shows doing this outstanding. And now we have to address the elephant in the room, and that is, what is he doing here? Folks, the type of allegations that Shannon Sharpe is facing, these are allegations that many others have faced. Puffy being one of them. Puffy, we had Cuba Gooding Jr. recently. As we know, Jonathan Majors, he had some issues. Nelly had issues a few years back. Charlamagne tha God even further years back from that, lawsuits. And at the end of the day, Nelly's career is still doing well. Charlamagne's doing well. Jonathan Majors is back. And Diddy's the only one I can think of recently off the top of my head that is still going through his drama. And of course, R. Kelly. So I don't know if this rises to that level at all, but and it does smell fishy when I look at the details of it. But it's just the fact that we even had to address it. Shannon Sharpe has a grown child. I know at least one daughter that I've seen him with. She's in her 20s. This woman, Gabriella Zuniga, is in her 20s. It's just a bad look, and it's just, there was an audio recording that was released. Let's go ahead and hear that.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just going to get mad at, and you're just going to hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not going to hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so...
I don't want to be... Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay.
Is that it?
Well,
She sounds like a child. I don't know if there's anything left. It's still playing.
I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
ESPN at this point hasn't made any statements. I don't know if that's going to hold. I'm sure there's statements being made. I'm sure there's a lot of conversations going on behind the scenes, but none publicly being stated. But of course, it's going to be substantial fallout on this, as there should be, folks. I mean, at the end of the day, this does go to character. I mean, to put yourself in this position, and as I hear this, this young woman on the phone with him in their private conversations, it just sounds like he's talking to a child. What is it? What is it to be said? Like, this is a serious issue, man. I went into this. I didn't listen to that whole recording until now. I wanted my reaction to be authentic. But I got to tell you, when I listened to it, being the father of 3 daughters, I got a problem listening to that and knowing that Shannon Sharpe is who he is. What could they possibly have in common? What would possibly, other than sex, would Shannon Sharpe need to have this relationship? And I asked that same question of her, but since she is in her early 20s, I'm thinking not much on her side either. I'm wondering, what is she thinking? You know, all I could think is negative thoughts want to come up. Maybe she want to try to get a payday. I set them up. Maybe she got daddy issues. We go through the whole thing, but I'm back to Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is the one who's the celebrity. He's the successful all-time pro bowler. He is the amazing Shannon Sharpe with a huge podcast. It's going down. It's a Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, all of it. And all of it out the window, risking it all for this child. As temperamental as a child can be, even under the best terms, it's whack as hell. I don't care if she's consensual, and obviously that's what he's saying. Even if it's consensual, she says it was times it wasn't. We got him making these statements. It's right there. It sounds bad. It doesn't sound like he was joking. It doesn't sound like she was laughing. It sounds like he's berating his daughter. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like he's berating his daughter. So I'm getting some weird dad-daughter vibes. I'm getting some weird domineering vibes from Shannon Sharpe here. And, you know, I didn't expect to feel that way after listening to that tape, but folks, this is disgusting and this is bad form. And if we can't say that, we don't say that, then we are not doing our due diligence. We're not living up to who we are. You know, so I gotta say what I gotta say here. What is this guy thinking? And maybe Shannon Sharpe needs to get some help. Because this isn't just bad habit. This isn't just bad choice. This is, maybe you got some problems, bro. Maybe you got some unresolved issues you need to address. Now, don't get it twisted. I know how the media is going to come at this. There's been a number. We ain't got to talk about Weinstein and John Masterson. We don't have to talk about Kevin Spacey and Danny Masterson is his name. Russell Brand has allegations. James Franco. Louis C.K. was accused of some stuff. Hell, even Trump was accused of stuff. We ain't going down the Harvey Weinstein road. But what I'm saying is, Shannon Sharpe, You're a black man in America. You're a black man in Hollywood. You're a black man in media. You're a black man at this, and what are you doing? And I guess when you get to a certain position, I guess maybe he felt he don't have to play by the rules. Maybe he don't think the rules apply to him. And here we go. I'd be surprised if Shannon Sharpe doesn't take a very serious hit. I'd be surprised if Shannon Sharpe does not fall from this. And that's not what I want. But I can't just dismiss it and say, well, obviously, this is just a woman chasing after Shannon Sharpe. Yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it's just a woman chasing after Shannon Sharpe to get him for his money. And maybe it's all a setup, as Shannon described. Maybe it's a shakedown, but you know what? To get shakedown, you got to play around. You got to lay down to get shakedown. The shakedown don't work if you don't lay down. The shakedown don't work if you don't stay around. You understand what I'm saying? So break that down. Get what I'm saying? We have a responsibility here. We gotta try to look at it for what it is. At the same time, proven innocent before proven guilty. Obviously, Shannon Sharpe says it shows no signs that he wants to sign a deal. I was reading something earlier, I can't verify it, where they had been in contact with Sharpe. He knew this was coming. They're trying to extort him, get money out of him. He would not do it, so they went public. Look, audience, Tim Black Wolfpack, I gotta ask you guys. This is on us. What do we do with this? Do we do nothing with it? We just ignore it? Do we stand by Shannon Sharpe? I've seen people saying, I'm standing with Shannon Sharpe. I want to stand with him. I want to support him. But I gotta suggest he gets some help. I gotta suggest that maybe there's a little bit more going on here. That conversation does not sound like regular conversation. And I know conversations can be taken out of context. I get it. It just sounds so childish. It sounds so kiddified. It sounds so juvenile. It has to, at some point. It has to look at the character of the person. We got to look at the character of Shannon Sharpe and say, what are you thinking? Look, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I mean, once again, I'm not here to destroy, tap dance on another black man, trying to bury him in the media. I'm not just trying to get views off running him down. But I got to say, as a man around the same age, we're about the same age. I'm over 50 now. Shannon's over 50. I'm not saying his lifestyle has to be my lifestyle. Being as wealthy as he is, it affords him the proximity to all types of beautiful women and situations that I'm not privy to. So I can't say with all certainty that but I can say, as a married man with children and grandchildren at this point, and daughters and sons, this is a bad look. This looks horrible. And I'm sure I ain't got to tell him that, but I got to say, this is not the way we want to be portrayed. And for all the accolades that have been given to Shannon Sharpe, we have to look at him as a human being. We got to look at him as faults and his flaws. And this is definitely a flaw of character. This is a flaw of character. A one-night stand, maybe you didn't know how old she was, but to continue a relationship, to have that type of back and forth, to engage in that, what I see is a child, it may not be illegal, but it damn sure is ignorant. It's a bad look. Not ignorant. It's something worse. It is very reckless, and it is predatory, in my opinion. That's how it comes across. Guys, let me know. Ladies, let me know. I want to hear my ladies. Tim Black's Wolfpack as well. Weigh in. Let me know what you think. I feel like it's sort of predatory. Okay? And am I going too hard on this? Am I too close to it? having daughters, being around the same age, about the same age. Yeah, I feel the way I feel about it. Let me know how y'all feel about it. This is supposed to be my day off, but we had to cover this story. We got to go live with it. Well, we have to put it out here. This is his job. How does this impact the Black community going forward? I don't know if it impacts us at all, but it's definitely, in my opinion, it's definitely going to impact Shannon Sharpe in that $100 million deal that's sitting on his table. His appearance on ESPN, the future of his podcast. Look what happened to Jonathan Majors. All right, guys, let me know what you think. I'm Tim at TimBlackTV.com. Once again, this show is brought to you by the Tim Black Legacy Mug. Get yours $20 to your door. Politics for the people. Dishwasher safe, microwave safe, hater safe. What's this brother thinking? Is he thinking at all?
Perfect. You made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you. Now, Google thinks this next video is going to be perfect for you. It's right up your alley. So click the next video, watch that with me, and let's keep this politics going. You're built for this.